Hi there.
Bunny ear.
I'm Andrew.
Bunny ear. Stefan.
Alright, we're here at Avalon Sustainable Acres, and we're going to talk about our fall brassicas, which we're just starting to harvest now. We're just starting with the broccoli, and we got cabbage. They're not quite coming on, but we wanted to tell you a little bit about our broccoli here that we're harvesting. And it's really nice. Whatever the rabbits didn't get after we transplanted is doing really good. So this was garlic that we harvested, see, about the first or second week of July. And so right when garlic puts out scapes, I start our fall brassicas. So I get this minute, Gabe. No. That gives them about a month in their cells to transplant out, and that's about how long it takes garlic then from when they scape to be pulled. So right when we pull the garlic, which we put pine needles down on our garlic to mulch, I had the fall planting of brassicas ready, and we just plant right through that mulch of pine needles, and they love it. So here we do 2 rows on a bed, and they're spaced out about 18 inches to 2 feet. You can see here, and we offset the rows to give them a little bit more space. Take out some of these lower leaves. They don't do anything anyways, so you can see a little bit better. And for us, the big problem is cabbage worms, which are the white butterflies that flutter around. Those lay their worms on the brassica plants, and they eat them to pieces. So it's critical for us. We put this insect netting down. That way we don't have to spray it. Otherwise, you can spray what's called BT on it. About every 20 days, you want to spray that on to kill the worms. But we don't do that just because we like to be able to come out here and eat as we please. And if it's sprayed, we don't feel overly comfortable about that, even if it's organic. So we've been using the insect netting, and I haven't touched these at all with spray, and they're beautiful. I mean, these leaves, even the older leaves, don't have much damage. So a lot of times the worms would get those, even flea beetle. I've noticed the flea beetles in this back garden, this has been in no-till the longest, and I've noticed the flea beetle pressure back here has been significantly less this year. So yeah, and you can use the knife to harvest, but sometimes if I forget a knife, I just come back here and you can just snap off. And I trim the branches, and you got a nice head of broccoli. This is a little bit of a smaller head. Stefan has a bigger head.
I see they
I
found
don't know
the
where he
green.
put it.
They found the green beans over there, so they're munching. What are you guys doing?
So we got this is Green Magic here, and this is Imperial. So Imperial is a little bit bigger head. Now this one is actually picked a little young. This would get a little bit bigger yet, but I like to pick them a little younger because once they start to separate, then these florets start dying off and they don't look too appealing. So we pick this time of year. I come back and check about every 2 to 3 days. Broccoli, because it will kind of bolt or go into a flower, you have to keep up on picking it. In the summer, it's almost every day or two you got to check it. When it's cooler, I do about every 2 to 4 days. So I picked on Tuesday. Today's Friday, so it's been out 3 days. Just come through and see this one. I may have missed that one last time. See how it starts separating? It's still good, but it's not as, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing. So this one would turn into that. You see how this one's still nice and tight? That one just started separating. So. And again, I have kind of an unconventional way of harvesting these by just snapping them, but some of these are a little smaller. We had problem with the rabbit getting in and nibbling on the plants, and so the ones that the rabbit nibbled on, I think, got a little stunted. Like this one here. They came out of it, but it definitely hurts them. Quick check these. And Green Magic actually is a better like transplant it out in the spring and pick it in the summer. When you transplant Green Magic in the summer, it tends to put off right here. Now you can let these go, but I'm just going to tear them off to show you. It puts off like side shoots down low, and all those side shoots take energy from the main bulb or head, not bulb. Where Imperial doesn't seem to do that as much. So until next time, eat well, live well.